Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Barak Dash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, and faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, and what you're going to do. Double honors to your apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, Great Millstone, who I learned from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching His truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Bashim Shah, trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds. And what is a speckled bird? That be a Hebrew Israelite that look like some of the heathen nations, like for example, a Hebrew Israelite that like a so-called white person, so-called Chinese person, etc., etc. Got some videos lined up about food and the prices on food going up. And soon there ain't gonna be no food for you even to buy. And there will be food for people to steal when it gets so expensive, but soon there won't be no people. Will you stop? Get your ass on. Go. Shit. Move. Get out of the way. Damn dog always in my way. Go flap your ears somewhere else. I don't want your fur all that well near me. Anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, food. And the Lord plaguing people. And soon it's going to be a famine. Famine of bread. But anyway, I'm going to play these videos. I'm going to get into the scripts my best ability. Say whatever God say through spirit and power. Yahweh Bashim Shah, the Holy Spirit, the Krahak Dash. Lord, wouldn't be on me. Let's get it.
Well, is this the end of cheap food as we know it? I think it well may be. Because on the other end, everything is fake. GMO, appeal, the fake meat even. You have to often go to these specialty sites to get the seeds that are heirloom, non-GMO, and sometimes hard to find. They've been attacking the sector ever since lockdowns. And food did spike there. There was panic and everything. But now it's kind of different. They're comparing now to the COVID time. But there's no lockdowns. It's just normal life, right? So to speak. You've got Hormuz and all these things affecting this. And they're laying out several factors here they think is going to affect prices from here on out. 5 big ones. They start with what they call climate risk. I'm going to tell you it's weather warfare. The mega drought, the lack of water. They know how to cloud seed. They know how to make it rain. They can pipe in.
Oh man, shut up, man. They can do this. They can do that. You giving these niggas so much goddamn credit, but you ain't giving none to the Lord, man. Yahweh or Yahweh Shah. Yeah, and these goddamn mortals. They give credit to man having the technology to do this and do that. But the Lord the first one to say it in the Bible. Shit. Say gonna be plagues and famine? Well, famine and a lack of bread. And he breaking the staff of bread right now. Shit. And hell, what else is being said too about, you won't be able to, pretty much roughly paraphrase, you won't be able to afford to buy anything to fill your bowels.
Fresh water to places, they do none of it. So their lack of doing things speaks volumes as to who's behind them.
But no credit to the Lord. No credit. Well, I know he believes in G-Bus, but he don't believe in that. He don't believe that G-Bus is doing this. No, actually it's Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, but anyway.
And this is control. Just like controlling your energy grid. Putting a smart meter.
And that's going to lead to the chip implants. If you won't get people microchipped by the masses, take all the basic necessities away from food, water, shelter, just all that.
You're on your house. It's all about control. Number 2 in this is weak farm profitability because they didn't get to grow much this year. We had a lack of fertilizer, again, a drought. The odds stacked against them big time. And number 3 goes with it, higher welfare. In turn, they're trying to turn to the government to get help, to get benefits, bailouts, some kind of check thrown. But you can't continue like that. You see? And number 4 is a big one that they've got listed is labor costs. This is set to explode. And number 5, supply flexibility. Again, it's going to be constrained when you've got things going on like with Hormuz and any other thing that pops off, these diseases, parasite infections that the lettuce thing they track back to Mexico. And with this avocado thing, this is huge. They're basically saying there's a threat against American interests here. And the U.S. has put a halt to doing inspections on these avocados. This puts critical supplies at risk. And that's what's happening. I'm telling you, it's all set up. Those that are out there growing right now, salutes to you. I wish you all luck. I know that some people are having positive results in some areas and some people are having negative results in other areas. But join me for the live shows and drop some comments. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. like to keep track of what's happening here.
All right, let's get to that one. I had some more videos I'll go play, but I'm just gonna keep it down there. I gotta start from here all the way down to there. Oh no, actually here. So yeah, actually, you know what? Some of these videos, I don't know. Should I even play? Well, fuck it. Let's keep on moving.
And see what's going on and where.
Let me get to the next one, because I got a lot of videos to cover.
I'm nervous.
Me too, honey.
Nature Made Gummy Vitamins, a delightful way to...
So Costco is now issuing a warning that customers shopping experiences have changed. Their habits are starting to adjust, and they are adjusting to inflation. They're adjusting to higher prices everywhere else, and it's turning into a little bit of an issue. I want to explain what's going on, but first look at this. It says shoppers are buying less meat, according to data. It says customers purchase fewer pounds of fresh and processed proteins, including beef, bacon, and ham in June as prices continue to rise. Well, something happened recently that's actually going to make matters worse. And I'll explain that in just a moment. But let me ask you this one question and then comment down below your answer. Here's the question I want to ask you. Have you noticed your shopping tendencies are changing, where you may not be going in and buying ground beef? You may not be going and getting steak once a week. You may be changing to other cheaper alternatives. If you have been and you notice that, let me know down in the comment section. And also, what are you buying instead? Now, I want to show you something. This right here, this is an article from the other day, and it says, Tyson Foods to close 2 facilities, pursue sale of another amid historic cattle shortage. The company will end operations in facilities in Illinois and Utah. Okay, why am I telling you this? Well, it's because they are closing a couple facilities due to a cattle shortage. A cattle shortage also means we are likely going to have a beef shortage. Do you see how this is creating a problem? I want to read something to you though really quick. It says right here, the company will end its operations in Jocelyn, Illinois beef plant and its Eagle Mountain, Utah case-ready facilities. And now, here's the issue that we're going to face, okay? Just to give you an idea. What we're going to face is that we are going to have to deal with a little bit more upward pressure on prices. It's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, okay? I want to read this to you. Tyson Foods will anchor its beef business around 3 strategically located beef facilities in the central United States. There's Dakota City, Nebraska, Holcomb, Kansas, and Amarillo, Texas, to create a more competitive footprint amidst one of the most historic cattle shortages the country have ever experienced. That doesn't sound good. Okay, that doesn't sound good. I want to read you a comment from somebody though. This is somebody that she works at Costco. Listen to this. She wrote and she says, and I quote, I work at Costco and I want to tell you what I am seeing. You can share this if you would like. During the summer, we were constantly seeing less people purchase beef products. Most people would come in and buy chicken and tuna. We also saw an increase in Kirkland brand sales, which tells me that people are looking for the discounts. We are already a week into August, and we are seeing our clothing fly out of the store, which tends to only happen 2 times a year, right before school starts and during Black Friday. Okay. Now, I got this comment. This was about a week ago, but look at what came out this week. This is the U.S. retail sales. This report came out this week, and it says U.S. retail sales slump unexpectedly and sharply after a summer tax refund boost fades. What we learned over the past several months is that millions of Americans received a larger than normal tax refund. As a result, they were able to take that tax refund, pay off some debt. They were able to go and buy some clothes, pay for, maybe they were back or behind on their car loan, maybe their mortgage. They were able to catch themselves up. Well, that money has since run out. I want to show you something. It says right here, retail sales fell 0.6% last month, marking the biggest decrease since May 2025, compared with a revised gain of 0.2% in June. Okay, but there was something major that happened in June and July. Look at this. It says, after splurging on the World Cup and Amazon Prime Day sales, Americans unexpectedly cut their spending in July by the biggest amount in more than a year. Keep in mind that the World Cup still went on in July. The World Cup didn't end until July 19th, which means the majority of July we still were dealing with people spending not just from the United States, but from other countries. According to reports, millions of people came into the United States from Canada, from Mexico, and from other countries. That right there contributed to this splurge in spending. But what's crazy is that there was all these people, millions of people that came into the United States and continued to spend their hard-earned money from their own countries in the U.S., and yet we...
Alright, I'm going to get to another video because I got a lot. And I guess I'm gonna make another video about, well, it's related to food, but not the prices. But it's not. I don't have that many videos, but it's about videos about recalls of the food and talking about famine. And then I had to move this video out of the list I'm currently using, but just shorten it. But yeah. But this is about, man, mostly all these videos about prices, the food being more expensive. Yeah, and people can't afford it, and that's gonna lead to another way of famine. Let's get to another. What is $20 burritos? Spike debate over affordability.
It's the tweet that set off a political debate over the price of burritos.
We're going to bring you up to speed on the great burrito debate of 2026.
A spokesperson at Turning Point USA spilled the beans, posting that a college student...
And see, they trying to be funny with this shit. They spilled the beans. They're going to come up with another joke about like a burrito joke. But it's going to be serious. Fucking burritos going to be the only thing you be worrying about. Like, shit. Everything going to be expensive. Shit.
And recently complained to him
Turning Point USA. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
about the rising cost of food, telling him a burrito shouldn't cost $20. That post hit a nerve among conservatives, discussing food prices which are up more than 4%.
Well, who the fuck? You talking about a burrito shouldn't cost $20? Who the fuck are you to say that? Nigga, everything is. Get ready, man. It's about to get crazy out here.
Since President Trump took office.
And yeah, and that nigga.
A burrito shouldn't cost $20.
Well, guess what it is? Suck it up. Everything gonna be expensive.
How is the kid wrong? Prices are out of control. People can't afford it. It's undeniable. Just undeniable.
President Trump has insisted that prices are coming down, but even some of his own
Wait, he lying.
supporters are raising concern, like this person whose email was read on the Charlie Kirk show.
We have 5 kids. Groceries are unaffordable. I am a Trump guy, but he is not turning this around. It doesn't matter how often he brags about eggs.
Others say young people should stop complaining. Republican Congressman
Yeah, you should start complaining. Yeah, stop complaining. Shit.
Dan Crenshaw posted, "Stop whining, get a job, eat broccoli."
This pirate. Arr, matey. Bitch, stop complaining, matey. Shit.
Like the rest of us did.
Hold on. Stop whining. Get a job. If you can get a job. Eat Romans like the rest of us did in college. Shit, nigga. And you got some shitty. You bet that nigga got a bad diet. Aldi, man, fuck that shit. Eat Roman. Oh, tell them to continue eating ramen noodles. Hell, you can't even afford that shit. That ramen noodle shit.
In college, conservative columnist Mark
And Hot Pockets. Goddamn, you be stuffed up eating that shit too much.
Thiessen wrote, "Crimey
And then all the Hot Pockets, all they got is pork. Pork in there. No chicken. They got chicken, but they got the chicken ones with bacon. I'm like, bitch, I don't want no bacon in my chicken. Nigga, I just want chicken. Chicken and cheese with broccoli. That's it. They don't have no Hot Pockets with none of that type of shit. No pork in it.
River, the burritos in the college cafeteria are included in your meal plan, saying that a burrito only costs $20. Quote, when you buy it.
And they talking about burritos, nigga. What about an apple, nigga? What about a cantaloupe, nigga? What about lettuce? Well, a head of lettuce and you know that shit. Some of that shit be on recall, depending on where it coming from or what company. But anyway, what about all this other type of food?
DoorDash. Vice President J.D. Vance taking the student side and firing back at Thiessen, saying, "I'm surprised to hear Mark say this. If you've ever met him in person."
Oh man, these niggas ain't talking about shit, man. These crackers ain't saying shit about this crisis. No, they just talking about some fucking burritos. Man, not everybody eating fucking burritos. Everybody eating these goddamn burritos. You got people eating all other kind of food and that shit going up. This shit is so fucking ridiculous. Anyway, next video.
For Americans now saying they're struggling to afford groceries. A poll from the AP and
Yeah, this is like everything is going up. And that one-eyed demon devil, nigga talking about some suck it up, eat ramen noodles and your stomach you ain't shitting right. Yeah, they want you to be at bad health eating that shit.
NORC shows 41% of Americans last month reported.
And you know, I got some ramen noodles. I'm thinking I'm gonna throw that shit away. I don't know if that shit ever goes bad. I don't know. It's noodles, but I don't think it ever goes bad.
Being concerned about being able to afford groceries over the next few months, up from 24% in April. Joining me now to break down the results of the poll is Jennifer Benz, director of the AP NORC Center for Public Affairs Research.
That pretty much all that she just said. She don't know shit.
at the University of Chicago. Jennifer, thank you so much
So she's an expert. She don't know shit.
for making the time and joining us. So what stands out the most to you about this poll? What are people saying about the stress they're feeling about the economy and affording their basic needs?
Yeah, in our poll, which was taken in July, we're definitely seeing that many Americans are expressing economic concerns, and particularly this issue around grocery prices. We found that 41% of adults are extremely or very concerned about being able to afford their groceries in the next few months. But I think one thing that's unique is that we're also seeing concerns about other areas of the economy impacting people's stress over affordability as well. We see the proportion of adults that are concerned about gas prices starting to inch up as well. And it's really this idea that people are the kind of sort of compounding effects of people feeling concerned about prices from healthcare and housing and groceries and gas all hitting them at the same time.
Right. And how do the numbers in this latest poll compare to previous polls? Have you seen a major difference?
We have seen some changes. Again, we are seeing this.
I'll pause the video 1 minute 44 seconds. I'll praise you about Shemal Shah, the water about Shemal Shah. I was gonna say this too. It just the thought just came across my mind about them damn devils making comments about. Well, some of them said they're in support of the students complaining about $20 burritos and shit. Some will say deal with it, eat some ramen noodles, tough it out. Them niggas gonna be going after you, motherfucker. All of you, really. Yeah, the people gonna be going after these niggas that's in these positions of power. Oh yeah, shit. Y'all talking all that shit, especially that one-eyed nigga. Talking about some, just deal with it, suck it up. Pull yourself up your bootstraps. eat a ramen noodle bowl, or a bowl full of ramen noodles. Shit.
Impact of gas
You gotta wait about 2 weeks for that shit to finally digest in your stomach.
prices starting to inch up, and it's sort of that compounding effect. Other concerns about aspects of housing and healthcare, those concerns about the economy have been holding fairly steady for quite some time now.
I see. And how else are you seeing affordability issues reflected in your polling?
I think what we're seeing is that people are starting to make some behavioral changes in their own day-to-day lives. People feel like they can't do very much about prices on housing or healthcare or gas at the pump, but they can do something about dealing with grocery prices. And we saw that
Some people gonna just not be, if they got bills, they might not end up paying for this shit, paying the bills off. Oh yeah, well, I don't know how long did that last, that cyber attack over there in some parts of California. They're talking about people don't worry about paying your bills, or paying your water bill. I think it was that water bill attack or something. Yeah, I don't know. But people ain't even gonna be caring about any kind of bill to pay, because they can't afford the shit. Oh, that's 1:44 on the clock. All praise about Shemal Shah, the water about Shemal Shah.
6 in 10 Americans told us that they're starting to make changes at the grocery store in order to pay for other types of necessities. So, they told us they're switching to generic and store brands, or they're altogether stopping buying certain types of items at the grocery store, cutting back on eating out, those types of behavioral changes.
Another thing too, I was listening to one brother video last night before I went to sleep. We're talking about how you'll buy organic food. Let me get this fucking shit out of here. Some bugged out Christian. With some organic food or something. Where is it at? I think it was this one. Quick testimony. And this is not his official channel, but it's just testimony videos of some GMS brother. But here the title of it. What says? Quick testimony: food spoiling faster than normal, which confirms the plagues. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add that into the list. Add that into to the food that's shitty and such. Add that into the list. But first he'll start talking about one thing, but then I'll probably have to skip that one thing, talking about the U.S. soldiers killing each other and all that shit. But then he started talking about the food. But yeah, the food here in America is spoiling faster because it's either hard to get here, or they purposely making it age fast. I don't know. But I noticed that shit when it comes to when it comes to buying salad. I'll buy some salad from Publix, the Publix brand, and that shit would already start turning brown in the first 4 days. if I don't, I just leave it in the bag in the refrigerator, it'll just turn bad in like 4 days. I'm like, what the? And you know how lettuce will turn kind of clear, or just age. It age fast. And carrots, like I'll buy some baby carrots from them that age fast. So instead of buying that damn Publix salad in the bag, I went and bought some daggone spinach in the bag. That lasts longer. But I need to go ahead and eat that shit before it go bad. And then, yeah. But anyway.
Are you noticing affordability becoming more of a top issue for Americans politically?
We are certainly seeing that Americans are changing their perceptions about how President Trump is handling the economy. Our data right now are showing that about a third approve of how Trump is handling the economy.
I mean, shit. By this time, these dumb motherfuckers should realize voting don't matter. The last guy been fucking up the economy. What's his name? Biden? Trump really doing a number on you niggas. That should show you that votes don't matter. They don't count. It's about... These niggas ain't about pleasing the Americans. They about pleasing corporations or pretty much small hat niggers. Amalek. That's it. That's all. And that's who controls shit. It ain't the fucking corporation. The corporation are owned by small hatters. So it's the small hatters.
That's down from about 40% at the start of his second term, and it's a marked shift from his first presidential term when the economy was a relatively strong issue for President Trump.
I'll be down to hear a small hat talking about, yeah, man, food is expensive. And you getting free fucking money from taxpayers. This nigga getting free fucking money. He got on a welfare. These niggas on a welfare system. Yeah, you gonna have to get that one. You ought to get your little sorry ass up and get it. I'll drop a piece of cookie and it's too far for her to reach it. She acting like she don't want to get it. She looking at me like, can you help me with that? No, you gonna have to get up and get it. You know, I'm talking about my dog.
And we do see that the shift is happening among Republicans and independents as well as the fairly low ratings among Democrats. So we've seen about a 10.
All right, who cares? Anyway, next video. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Democrats or Republicans and all that dumb shit. It's every American. And hey, you Israelites are feeling this shit too. You better seek the Lord. We all feeling it, even the believers. So we pray the Lord have mercy on us.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum.
We've all felt it at the grocery store, the gas pump, and when the rent or mortgage comes due. Things cost a whole lot more. And for Michigan families, as the kids say, the math isn't mathing anymore. Starting at the gas pump, prices here in Michigan are back on the rise. The average cost for a gallon of regular gas in Metro Detroit is $4.25. At the grocery store, a pound of ground beef is going to run you $6.89 a pound. Chicken is a little cheaper, $4.15. You might have skipped the bacon, though. That's $6.58 a pound. Milk is $4.31 a gallon. On the bright side, the price of eggs, that's dropped to $2.19 for a dozen, but all of this still adds up. In fact, so much that prices overall for everything are about 3.5% higher than last year. Wages, though, are growing at a much slower rate. That gap means your paycheck is not keeping up with the cost of living. In fact, half of people in America cannot afford the true cost of living. And new research from the U of M Poverty Solutions Program puts numbers in perspective. Nearly 40% of Michiganders are struggling to afford basic needs, and about 13% of them live below the federal poverty line. For a family of 3, that means earning less than $27,320.
That'd be an Israelite right there for you.
A year. But
man, you're gonna have some of these heathens. Oh yeah, now you're starting to see these heathens. Hear about them and see them. They're hitting hard times. Hey, them curses falling upon you. Matter of fact, let me get that. Hard times. Having hard times. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh, thy God, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. Yeah. And yeah, these just the beginning of curses that these heathens are get hit with. It's worse to come, especially when the kingdom is in. We got absolute power over these niggas.
More than 26% of working Michiganders earn above the poverty line and are still struggling to make ends meet. Researchers say more than 1 million Michigan households do not have enough in savings to handle, say, an unexpected car repair, medical bill, or an emergency at home. So to help us try to understand more about the numbers and what this really means at home, Amanda Nothap joins us. She is the Director of Data and Analysis for the Poverty Solutions Initiative over at U of M. Thank you so much for being here. I want to ask you this. Do the numbers surprise you at all, or were you kind of expecting this?
I was kind of expecting this. There hasn't been a ton of change from last year. Some of that is because the data lags by a couple of years. So we're looking at 2024 numbers. Another issue is that
Damn, really?
the data doesn't reflect, doesn't fully capture inflation. That 26% number is based on a broader package of what people buy to make ends meet, whereas the poverty line tends not to move a ton because it doesn't capture the inflation.
Nah, she talking boring shit. She sound boring. She look boring. Well, so eventually let's gonna see. I don't know when I'm gonna get to these other videos and hear what the people got to say, because I want to hear what the people got to say. You know what they gonna say. They gonna be cussing and fussing and yelling and shouting and mourning, lamenting. Yeah. Let's see what this shit is about.
McDonald's fell flat compared to its rivals because, well, if you ask the executives, they'll say it wasn't a strategy problem, it was an execution problem. The big issue for all the fast food players right now is that consumers don't have a lot of money. And what money they do have, they don't want to spend on...
Consumers? You mean the cattle, they go moo, bah, they eat that goddamn people burger. Yeah, they can't afford to eat a happy person. Yeah, a happy person. They can't afford to eat a happy person.
An expensive combo meal that might have been a bargain and convenient.
Ooh, that's some sloppy looking shit.
And a few years
What
ago,
a mess. And I bet you that bitch will look like this for 3 months. If you let it sit out, especially these fries too. Leave the whole combo sitting out for 3 months. Except the lettuce will go away, but the bun and the bun, the cheese, and the goddamn burger will be looking fresh still.
but nowadays, you might as well go to Chili's or you might as well eat at home. That's a problem that a lot of fast...
Oh man, my speaker went out. Charge the shit up.
Line in.
Fast food companies are really grappling with. McDonald's had a strategy. They said, let's take away some of these app discounts that have become so fashionable in recent years. Let's do away with those and go back to a good old-fashioned value menu, a bunch of items.
More cheap shit. They making the burgers more cheap, more fries more cheaply made, I meant to say. Everything look like it's a meal, actual food, but really on the inside, it's styrofoam material and then this and that bunch of filler crap. Adding more hair and duck feathers in your buns. Adding more people in the meat and roadkill. Just to balance out the cost. Make it cheaper by adding more shit in it. Damn.
Under $3. The problem was, by taking away those in-app discounts, they lost a lot of their loyal customers. The broader public that they were hoping to attract with these $3 items didn't come. So they faced a little bit of a surprising problem. They called it an execution problem, not a strategy problem. Other chains, like Burger King, Taco Bell, for instance, they were able to succeed, also with discounts and value, but they did it in a little more creative way, menu innovation. And what they mean by that is they've got a new marmalade chicken sandwich, an inside-out quesadilla, or something new that gets customers excited and want to go to the store and try it. So a lot of these executives are trying to expand the definition of value. You know, new kind of product you haven't even thought about before and you want to take...
Or making the food more, I don't know, like I say, add more duck feathers in the damn, or human hair inside the buns. Yeah, they put human hair and duck feathers or dog fur or cat fur in the buns, the bread, to make it more fluffy. Yeah. Shit. And then, you know the hell, when it comes to the meat, you know it's gotta be roadkill. Shit. Anyway, these restaurants ain't gonna survive long anyway. They gonna be closing all these bitches down just like these grocery stores. Let me see what I got. Wendy's. Actually, let me play this over here. Since they talking about grocery store, let me play this video. Actually, hell, all the videos I got, I'm almost done with. What I need to do is just go ahead and get the videos up top and bring them on down here. That's what I'll probably do. Just go ahead and get them all out the way.
Nothing feels as
So Wendy's just posted one of their worst quarters in years. Profits are down by over 40%, and McDonald's is not far off. Millions of Americans are quitting fast food. It's not necessarily the food that they don't like, but traffic in these areas is down. People are not going to fast food restaurants. They're not even going to sit-down restaurants, and they're doing so because of multiple reasons. Either the food quality, the cost, or it's not really
probably all of it
convenient anymore. But the main reason, well, it's the cost.
$4.20 for a medium Coke Zero? What? I said, I am so sorry, no thank you. And I got my phone back and I left, but...
Some people will just go ahead and buy it and then make complaints about it making a video and complaining about it. But she making a complaint about it, saying, no, I ain't buying it. But the ones who make complaints about it and bought it, they some dumbasses. Because why the hell would you gonna complain about something you just now bought? Anyway.
That's at Wendy.
Now, there ain't nothing wrong with somebody to make complaint about something they refused to buy, they didn't buy, and they make a video about it. Nothing wrong with that. But when you do buy the shit, why the hell you making a video about it? You just bought that shit, nigga. God damn it, go.
For a medium Coke Zero, it was $4.20 for this lady.
Yeah, you used to buy a damn meal for that much. You would have got like a medium-sized drink, medium-sized fries, and a burger, like a regular cheeseburger for $4. And that would have been like down there 5 years ago.
This is one of the reasons why people are giving up on
right after COVID. I mean, right before COVID.
On fast food in general. I remember years ago, I had friends that they absolutely loved going to Taco Bell to get a Pepsi, or they'd go to McDonald's to get a Diet Coke because they were fairly inexpensive. Now it seems like the drinks, which cost them very little, are going through the roof. This is why some of the two largest fast food chains in the entire United States is now starting to collapse. People aren't going to Wendy's, and they're not going to McDonald's. Look at what Wendy's just reported. It says Wendy's has a massive problem. It's closing restaurants left and right. Wendy's, okay, just so you know, they reported a 7% drop in U.S. same restaurant sales during the second quarter earnings report for August 2026. A 7% drop, okay? This marked the brand's 6th straight quarter of contraction. They are becoming smaller. They used to hold the number, I believe, 2 spot, or the number 1 spot for the largest chain in the United States. Now, they're the 2nd largest burger chain in the U.S. Yeah, they are falling. They're closing hundreds of locations. Well, look at this, because it's not just Wendy's. For McDonald's and some of their rivals, it says the cheap deals no longer do the trick. Americans are not falling for it. Remember when McDonald's, their CEO, came out and said, you know what, we're going to offer better deals. We need to make sure we have better deals for our customers. And the McDonald's CEO came out and said, we are going to offer a good value meal, good value menu. Well, $3. It used to be $1 or less, or it was buy one, get one for $1. Now it's a $3 value menu, where you can get like a McDouble, you can get like a McChicken or something, and it's like $2, $3 for it. How is that affordable? It's not. Okay? We used to be able to go to McDonald's, get like 2 McChickens. Okay? Seriously, you could go get a large fry, go get 2 McChickens, because buy one, get one for $1. And you'd be in it for like $7. Here's the thing. You take that home and you'd share it. It'd be for 2 people. You got 1 McChicken each, and you get about, between small to medium fry. Okay, each. Then you just have some water. For $7, 2 people could eat. Now, not even 1 person can eat for $7. Look at this, though. It says McDonald's sales soften as diners spend cautiously. I have a friend that does a lot of budgeting. He's very good at determining how to save money. Okay, and I'm bringing him on to do some tips and tricks to help you guys kind of navigate through this 2026 financial issue, crisis that we're facing. Right, the cost of living crisis. I have a free guide coming out very soon, so you'll make sure you want to get that one when it does release. That should be in the next couple of days. But here's the thing. He was telling me that he is going to these restaurants and just sitting there looking at the board trying to figure out what is the best meal that he could get, what is the cheapest thing he could find. And guess what? He's not finding stuff that's cheaper than the grocery stores. Grocery stores used to be more expensive, okay? But now the grocery stores are cheaper. We are absolutely paying for it when it comes to convenience. And what he said is this: do not go to fast food restaurants anymore, whether it's for a drink, it's for a dessert, or it's for a meal. It just makes no sense because they are ripping you off.
Yeah. Ripping you off, and then they putting, it's not even real food you eating in that bitch anyway. But second Ezra's, I know this ain't really happening. I would say people still affording this crappy food, but yeah. But anyway, let me read it. Second Ezra 16 verse 21. Behold, victual shall be good and cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case, which I'm pretty sure these people are not in good case now. Yeah, prices going up on everything, and they starting to realize that the food ain't just, when it comes to being cheap, referring to, I guess, being the cost, but it's also cheaply made. They realize the food you're eating is toxic, and it ain't worth it. And they trying to find other alternatives to get some grub in the gut, but soon shit, they won't have much alternatives for that, because they're famine. Yeah, and that's why it's important for you to seek the Lord and pray the Lord feed you, because ain't nobody else gonna feed your ass. Esau gonna be saying, I'll feed you as long as you take this chip implant. If you don't take it, nigga, starve. Yeah, but anyway, they should think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow, sword, famine, and great confusion. Let's get to the next one. You got grocery stores closing up.
All right, let's jump right into today's explainer, where we're unpacking a pretty...
I was expecting this video to be... Actually, you know what? Fuck this video. They just say grocery store like Kroger. I don't even want to play it. I want to hear this AI nigga. Let's go ahead and get this one out the way.
I swapped my regular gum for Loreen, a remineralizing gum, for 30 days. Here's what happened.
An icon of the Rio Grande Valley is shutting its doors after 88 years.
This is like local grocery store. 88 years.
This is the reason why I moved out here. Everybody in the complex where we live at comes here, or they used to come here. All of us there are seniors.
So it's like, man, another blow to the community, and ain't nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, we have nothing. So I don't...
A $30 roast at the discount store. A closing sign taped to sliding glass. All over the country, people are pointing their cameras at the same thing at once. Start with the shells and what they now cost.
How the fuck are people supposed to survive in this economy? My wife and I went to Aldi's today. I was looking at a roast. A small fucking roast. That roast was $30 at fucking Aldi's. In a decent sized one, $47 fucking dollars for a chunk of meat. They say that meat has gone up 78%, and I believe it. After today, everything in the store is more money. My daughter's breakfast croissants used to be $3.99. Those are $4.99. Box of cereal, $6.99. Gallon of milk, almost $5. The list goes on and on. Everything we buy in the grocery stores now is more fucking expensive. What happened to bringing the cost down? What happened to affordability?
Yeah, what happened to that? Yeah, it ain't happening. You think y'all actually believe these motherfuckers? It ain't that one guy with the bad hair with a toupee. Why don't I just say Trump? Shit, Nero. It ain't just him. Hell, you got Biden. All them niggas. They don't give a fuck. The goal is to get you people microchip. That's the goal. And getting closer and closer to that success. But it won't last long. But shit, these people are here complaining. And soon eventually, that's why I'm just wondering, when are you Americans going to get the click clacking and bang bang pow pow going after whoever? Because these niggas going to be going after anybody, even themselves. Shit. But I be wondering when they going to take it out on the people that's in control.
What a crock.
The wicked elite.
Shit. We're getting scammed every fucking day, and there's nothing we can do about it. I have had it up to here. I don't know what to do. We're fucking prisoners. This is ridiculous.
Now you know how Jake feel.
I got paid $9.49 and my bills equal $9.74. So I literally work to pay my bills. I never have money for groceries, barely. Sometimes maybe $90 if I'm lucky. I'm gonna have to go to the food pantry again, which is fine. I'm really blessed to have access to that. But I just wish that work meant something. Like, I wish I had enough. Like, I don't even have enough to cover my bills. So now I can only pay half of my power bill. Hopefully they don't want to freaking shut it off on me.
This get me. Hey, let me go ahead and get to this. It's perfect to read. Hagar chapter 1 verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. So you ain't got enough money. You work so hard to earn very little, not enough for food, water, clothing, not even shelter, not to save. And that's the American way. The American dream is working just to pay a bill. Just one bill. Working to get a check just to pay one bill. And then the rest, shit. I don't know what you're going to do about that, paying off these other bills. But that's how it is in America. Soon, hey, why you even bother? Soon people ain't gonna give a fuck about paying the bill. So like, fuck it. Inflation continues to rise. It was 2 days ago. Yeah, they're always gonna say, what is it? What's rising? Bacon. They always tell you the same damn shit. Okay, used car. But when it comes to food, smartphone. Who gives a fuck about a smartphone? They tell you, bacon and eggs is going up. Milk. Nobody don't hardly eat that shit. I don't hardly eat eggs. Chicken eggs. We like eggs. What kind of eggs? You got reptile eggs. You got iguana eggs. You got daggone bird eggs. Well, you got wild bird eggs. Like you got a damn crow egg. Shit, what kind of egg? It's a chicken egg. That's why I don't understand. They just say eggs. What kind of eggs? Well, anyway, bacon. Yeah, all that. I don't eat no bacon, no pork. But everything's going up. Anyway, let me start rambling. What is this? Ukraine, 100 drones across Russia. Alright. But it says Gen Z turns to money maxing while credit cards debt rises or soars. Yeah, anyway, problem.
Like, people talking about get a different job, it doesn't just work like that. I get 10 hours of sick a month and 10 hours of annual. My daughter has health conditions, and I constantly have to be out of work.
And they'll still say get another job.
If I worked any other job...
I did like my dad telling me, well, you had another job. Well, bitch, I can't fucking work that motherfucker, nigga. I gotta work up daytime. I gotta do this daytime. And then I don't tell them about what I'm doing. Like right now, I'm doing this job too. I gotta find work. I gotta find time to do work for my heavenly Father and my heavenly big brother, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. And then tell me I was expecting me to work a night shift. Man, these folks thinking, I'm like, nigga, I ain't about to work my ass off and lose my damn mind. I was already losing my mind when it was slow. Heck yeah, now I'm gaining traction with the yard working. Oh yeah, it's coming to the season where things are slowing down. Well, it's only August. It starts slowing down around November. But I'm not about to do it. And plus, I'm already having a hard time trying to keep up with the yards I have right now. Because it's either raining or I just ain't feeling this shit. But shit, I ain't trying to hustle and bustle just to bust my ass for this fucking shit ass world. And goddamn, hell no. I'm happy to make it. But these people are fucking lost. Like I'm saying, my family, my parents, they just lost as fuck. Yeah, I was just thinking about that shit. Come on, I was calling them about getting a loan, a loan from them, cause I needed some help. But I was like, fuck that shit, I ain't need y'all help. And he gonna talk about some damn, well, you had a second job. I'm like, yeah, but I can't work that second job cause I'm doing this. And I'm not trying to burn myself out by working this job and then have to work a night job. And I'm like, man, fuck that shit. You gotta live you gotta work in an environment where these motherfuckers, they stupid. I mean, not stupid, they suck. These people suck in this damn job. I don't want to deal with that fucking shit with these people. Anyway, and then most of them are nothing but damn Edomites. And all them niggas stink, smell. You trying to talk to the motherfucker, communicate by telling them something. You got to smell their body odor. And they're like 5 feet away from this motherfucker. You can smell these stinking ass crackers. These niggas stink, bro. I'm like, I know all you niggas, you bathe now. But these niggas don't bathe. These niggas stink. It's like they bathe probably once a week or something. I don't know, man. These some stinking ass niggas.
I'd be fired because I would have already taken 7 days.
She look like she might take baths every day. Maybe not. No, she don't. I don't think so.
Off. They fire you if you need more time off because we're economic slaves.
Well, now you know how Jake feel.
We work for this economy, but this economy doesn't
work. Hell, when it comes to the shit, we were working for free. Yeah, a lot of us were working for no money. And shit, now, I mean, these modern days, you got Jake that's working barely for anything. They out there picking your goddamn fruits and vegetables and shit, and building your stadiums and houses for barely anything.
And I don't get assistance because
Alright, let me move some of this bitch. Ugly as hell. I don't want to look at this bitch no more.
One. That gap is roughly $1,900 a year gone just to buy the same cart. And it doesn't land evenly. As chains prune their weaker stores, the discount aisle that used to absorb this shock is exactly the aisle disappearing. Watch where those carts get lighter next. $11.
All right, y'all, I am a single 25-year-old mom with 3 kids, and I have nothing to cook tonight, but I have $11, so come along with me and my baby to go to Food for Less to find something to fix for my kids tonight. Look, say we're going to Food for Less. A good meal to cook tonight. Mommy. You poop? Why do you wait to tell me that? You ready to go?
I wonder where the man at. Where the man at? He probably dead or either in jail or either down. Probably left because that bitch ran his ass on out of that motherfucker. Well, he probably is there. He just don't. She ain't gonna want him there. Or either, I don't know. Or she just a hoe. But it's not about that. This video ain't about that. But anyway.
You believe that? And I am gonna, don't come for me, I am gonna get like 1 or 2 of these because I don't even know if one of those Salisbury steaks will be enough to get them full. All right, mommy's looking for the potatoes. Why are you trying to get down, baby? Mommy don't have enough for the ball right now. Maybe another time, okay? I know. Mommy will get it for you another time, okay? We'll come back. Well, mommy had to get her transportation, and that was more important. We're looking for potatoes. And I found the instant potatoes, and the big packs are $2.89. I should have enough to get. Okay. All right, we spent a total of $8.52. That's how you make it work. Groceries are so expensive.
Yeah, you need water to make like the instant potatoes. Shit, sooner or later it's gonna be too expensive to even run water, or even if you have water. Oh yeah, don't forget about the basic necessities. It'll probably cost you down. Oh, what that episode? I think it was, I don't know which episode it was the first season of Black Mirror. When they charge you a certain credit. Of course they all gonna charge you for running water, but I mean, they gonna charge you probably $1 just to open up the faucet. And then turn it off real quick. Just 1 second, that's $1. Yeah. Anyway. Cause water gonna be some serious shit to have. Just like food. But anyway, it was I wanted to get to this scripture, but the topic went away, talking about the stores closing up, and it's turned into a food desert. That was like the beginning. Let me see, where did they start talking about that? Around here.
An icon of the Rio Grande Valley is shutting its doors after 88 years.
This is the reason why I moved out here. Everybody in the complex where we live at comes here, or they used to come here. All of us there are seniors.
I wanted to go and read it in the scripture, but then they jumped in and talking about the damn prices. But I'm gonna read. Let me let this finish playing.
So it's like, man, another blow to the community, and ain't nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, we have nothing. So.
Yeah, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Indians, yeah, you ain't got nothing. Speckled birds, you ain't got nothing. You got the Lord if you're willing to seek him and repent. Do the best you can do. You got Yahweh Shema Shah. Fuck that nigga Gerber. It says 7 saved rights. 7 mean completion. 7 more grocery stores are closing in Chicago this weekend. I don't know how old this video is, but it's probably current. Probably like a week old.
I don't.
Yeah. Anyway, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 21. The children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The women with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty, and pretty much be closed. Yep. I mean, suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. They were put together, they were open, now they closed. And they're empty. Let's get to the next one.
Hey, fuckers, let's play a game, shall we? I had a friend in town last weekend, and her brother texted her while we were hanging out and said, guess how much I just spent for groceries at Walmart in North Carolina? y'all will never guess. The picture of the cart. We've got spinach, bagels, looks like a whole carrot cake, which is great. I love that choice.
Is it like, I think I seen this shit, this cart before, this image. But I know damn what it ain't. I remember they talking about this shit talking about $500 for all that. I'm like, I know damn well it ain't no $500 fucking dollars. I know damn well this ain't no $500. It's like at least $200.
We've got Halo Top, Ben and Jerry's.
Right, $230.
That can be pretty expensive. Salsa, sweet potatoes, some prepackaged salad mixes, frozen veggies, case of Miller Lite. We've got organic grass-fed beef. There's tortillas. It looks like it's keto, so that could be higher price. And maybe a couple of other things. There's a layer here that we can't really see. What do y'all guess the price is? This cart, $496.
No.
In North Carolina, at Walmart.
They ain't showing you the real receipt of this shit. That's $496 in North Carolina. Nigga, please. Shit.
What did you guys get?
I honestly guessed $360.
Yeah, I'm like, it gotta be about $200 or $300. I don't know, fucking $500. Even though $200 or $500. I mean, $200 to $300 is still high as hell. Ain't no $500. They pushing that shit. It soon will be $500 by next year though, or when this bitch start to, gas prices and diesel prices start to really, from let's say diesel costs $5.20. I don't know when it's gonna go up. Let's just say the diesel go up to $7.20 or $8.20, $9.20. Yeah, then that shit gonna be $500, might be more than that by that time. Yeah.
And when I was guessing, I was, okay, there is a layer underneath there. I can't quite see it. 350, 360. And when I said the guess in my head, as I was looking at the cart before she gave the number, I was thinking to myself, and therein lies the problem in this country, man. $350 for not even really a full cart of groceries, but a cart of groceries. $1,400 a month if you do that every week, right?
Yeah. Anyway, that's a damn car note. Heck yeah. $5 something. That's for paying a damn car note. I used to pay $200, $250. Well, that was like back in 2008 when I was living in this apartment. I was paying $250. They didn't have no laundry machines, to wash your clothes and dry them. Shit. But it was $250 a month. And that shit was gravy. There wasn't no bug. Well, the bugs, roaches start showing up when these crackers had left they left from their facility. They left and them niggas started showing up. They took care of it once I don't know how long did it take them to get rid of them fuckers, man. Cause it's like 6 apartments in this one building, and all of them got affected by these roaches. I was like, goodness gracious, motherfucker crawling on the wall. One might fall and get, you got a clumsy roach climbing up on the wall. The motherfucker fall. You can hear his ass go thump. Heck yeah, you can hear them motherfuckers when they hit the ground go boom. They just drop and they beat the floor. You can hear the bass go boom or boom. Yeah, there was so many of them, man. I was like, God damn, where are all these niggas coming from? And oh yeah, that's right. The one thing I hate is when you gotta live right next to a fucking dumpster too. That's another thing too. That's a bad thing. Living right next to a damn dumpster. And I never even thought about that shit until I moved in that bitch. I was like, nah, I don't want to live by no fucking dumpster. Y'all need that. But anyway, let me get to the next video. See what this one's about. I might move some other videos down. Matter of fact, since I'm doing, let me go ahead and do that. Cause how much time I got? 54 minutes. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna just do another video. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video about the food. Then this one here probably just gonna be about food that's crappy or poison. I don't know. I have to do another video, Lord. I don't want to add too much in. I'm already 1 hour in. Let's get to this last one and wrap it up.
All right, Temu just dropped a crazy deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Plus. Let's check out. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Premium chip, so everything runs fast with next-gen AI. You're getting a 6.7...
We're going to go over surveillance pricing, something that affects you guys because you're going to be paying a lot more dollars at the cash register because you are who you are. And already in some areas right here, you're going to be followed around by robotic surveillance. Yeah, it's already happening. I'm going to tell you guys more about that. AI's got to happen everywhere. Grocery stores, big box stores, airlines.
This is one of the biggest scams in American history. Do you think that it would be fine to double or triple the price of an airline ticket for someone flying to a funeral? There was a disturbing incident that played out on Twitter, on X, that shed some light, I think, on how airlines are using surveillance pricing in real time right in front of us. I think I've got the relevant exchange over my shoulder here. You have an ex-user who in April, this is April of this year, posted that he had seen a $230 price increase in one day when he was booking travel for a funeral on JetBlue. $230 price increase. They're going to figure out how they can rip you off one person at a time. They're not going to charge you the same fare they charge your neighbor. They're not going to charge you the same fare as the guy sitting next to you in the seat. They're going to figure out how they can bilk you out of every dime they're willing to pay.
Yeah, and that's the joke. That's the goal. To milk your ass till you get that microchip, the mark of the beast. Get that implantable microchip. Yeah.
Every time you step on an airline, and it's not just going to be them, it's going to be the grocery stores and everybody else until we figure out how to bring transparency, how to bring honesty, and some protections for the American consumer.
That's all over Fox News, coming from senators. Yeah, it's already happening. I'm going to tell you guys more about that. Things are hitting us from all sides these days, and more than anything, we need to be aware and prepared, because when we're the few people that actually know what's going on, the feeling you have is good. Welcome back. Holy smokes. The soup keeps getting thicker, I swear. We've got to deal with weather, we've got to deal with where things are going these days. And now, I mean, with this whole AI movement, right? There's good and the bad. I utilize it, I'm not gonna lie, I utilize it for business, I utilize it for good reasons, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna be used for evil. It ain't going anywhere. Sorry to tell you, if you're using a cell phone, or if you're using your laptop, if you're using anything, it relies on AI. It's kind of like when the big screen, flat screen TV came out. It's what happened, right? You can't say, I'm never going to use a flat screen TV to watch my TV, because you have to, right? You've got to watch it on the new stuff, otherwise it ain't going to...
All this new shit ain't gonna work on the coax connectors unless you get those conversion kits to hook up on a tube TV. Eventually them things go out.
Work. Big tube TV, it's target practice.
Speaking of that, yeah. You know, big old boxes full of radioactive gas.
Now, you want to talk on a cell phone? The old school flip phone?
Hell, I still got a plasma TV. It's laying on the floor somewhere. It's on its stand, not laying on its face down or nothing like that. I still got that thing. That shit still work. I just don't use it.
That I wish that I could use right now. It's just not going to keep up with today's technology. You've got to use a modern phone. Same thing with technology and AI. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. You can use it for the good or you can use it for the bad. Personally, I'm using...
I hate this new TV I got. I mean, I ain't got no problem with it, but it just... Once it got out the box, once I got it out the box, I had to immediately hook it up to the internet. Before I use the TV, I have to hook it up to the internet. There's no bypassing around that shit. I mean, I had some Samsung TVs that I got they gave me one as a bonus. Well, actually, they fucked up. They gave me one, and I bought the other one. But I got two for the same price. But anyway, both of them TVs I bought, I'd say about at least 10 years ago. Yeah, you can have hooking up on the internet, but you don't have to hook them up to the internet before you use it. But now, these new TVs, you got to hook it up to the internet before you use the TV. I'm like, goddamn, I used to just get a TV and be able to fire it up and boom, you watching it. Anyway, I don't even know what am I talking about TVs or cell phones? This shit supposed to be about food. What is, oh yeah, it's about price. I forgot what the hell the point of this video was about.
Using it to keep up with all of the pace so that I can get you guys the information and stay ahead of the rest. Otherwise, evil's going to utilize it and get information.
I'm already 1 hour in with this shit, so you know what? Let me wrap this up. Yeah, it's like almost 1 hour. If you want to watch the rest of this video, be my guest. They go to title of the video, they go to channel. I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, there's a whole lot of shit going on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it. I don't think I got anything else to read. No, I don't. But anyway, seek the Lord by seeking His props and take heed what to say and try to build a spiritual mental relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah by praying Yahweh Shema Shah, praising Yahweh Shema Shah, worshiping Yahweh Shema Shah, fearing Yahweh Shema Shah, and repenting to Yahweh Shema Shah. To all the men out there pushing this truth and none but the truth in the name, spirit, and the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah. Stay humble. Same for the men that ain't teaching and preaching, but keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah. And stay humble. You know. And for you few sisters out there taking heed, keep your faith and trust strong. Yahweh Shema Shah. Stay humble. Stay in order with your man. If you ain't got no man, stay in order. Yahweh Shema Shah. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Shalom.